98.7.
Smooth Jazz V98.7 Sweet Love, and that, of course, Detroit's own Anita Baker. I always love saying Detroit's own because we are so proud of Anita. And Madison Lee is here with Anita Baker.
Madison
Good morning.
Kevin Sanderson is here.
Good morning.
And, of course, the whole studio
Kevin.
audience out there. Go say hi to all of them.
Their cameras.
Isn't that great? Don't you love Merv Griffin coming all the way here just to see us?
Videographers. And wow.
You have a big show coming up, Anita, and
Yay.
they're all big shows. And let's just start out. This has got to be a question everyone asks you. I even get asked this once in a while. Sometimes I get asked to leave, but sometimes I get asked, why did you decide to stay? Your home is here. You raised your kids here. You are obviously an international artist. Give us the reason. I'm sure our Detroiters want to know. Why Detroit?
There's that four-letter word, home. Yeah. What are you going to do?
Great.
I lived in L.A. for like 5 years. Standing on the overpass of the 405, I always felt like, Dorothy with a basket and a dog in it. I just didn't belong there. I lived just outside New York for a couple of years, and I feel naked anyplace else. I feel whole here. It's the Great Lakes State. I need the water. I need the wilderness. I need that.
You need the 15 climates.
Yes, certainly.
You need the rain one day, the snow the next day.
It's boring with all that sunshine on the west.
Well, and musically, obviously, it all started here for you.
Sure.
And I always love telling everyone. And keep in mind, I'm a foreigner. I came here.
You're no foreigner, man. Get out of here.
Well, but from Canada.
From
Canada.
It doesn't apply.
Well, I can tell you this. It doesn't. You're right. It doesn't apply as long as I've been here. But the idea of growing up, it was Detroit. It wasn't L.A. or New York.
Oh my goodness.
It was Detroit.
Absolutely. Coming up back in the day, if you were a musician and you were traveling and they said, where are you from? And you said Detroit, they stood back.
That's it. There you go.
They would stand back and they would give much respect.
Yeah.
Because it's just in the water here. Everybody knows it,
Well, definitely. And the tradition here with singers, obviously a big one.
Yeah.
And we can certainly go back. We can certainly mention Aretha, and we can certainly go on and on.
The
but
Queen is here.
give us those influences. And
my gosh! I mean, come on, Aretha, Martha Reeves, Smokey Robinson, one of the greatest songwriters of our time.
Right.
And the Four Tops, oh my goodness, it's Diana Ross. Diana Ross, she was the first person that I saw on Ed Sullivan that looked like me. I'm like, I could do that. I immediately went and put a towel on my head and stop. And that's all the girls were doing back then. There was 3 of us in front of the mirror singing "Stop in the Name of Love."
Oh, that's great.
Oh my gosh! And you go, this. You go to Europe, you go abroad, and they are idolized. They are, beyond iconic, even now.
Well, so what an honor. I mean, to carry on that tradition, because now, obviously, your name, whether you like it or not, is right in there with all of them. When people mention Detroit, they mention Anita Baker. That's got to feel incredible.
It makes me misty. Yeah. I'll take it.
Well, and you're not the only one, because I used to stand in front of a mirror with a towel over my head too. There's an image there that I get such a kick out of. Now, Madison Lee, obviously a big Anita Baker fan. I don't want to take up the whole conversation.
I'm a big Madison fan.
Oh, well, thank you for listening.
Your voice, my goodness.
Thank you.
It's just amazing.
I've seen you more times than any other artist that I've ever seen live, and that was even before radio. I've been counting, even in Jersey.
Really?
Yes. I've been a fan for a long time. Every single CD is my favorite, and I want to ask you about a couple of them.
Sure.
Actually, do you have any favorites of your own, and what did it feel like when you did compositions?
Wow. My favorites, are kind of the obscure ones. Is most musicians, we pick the "No One to Blame." Is a favorite, which I've never done it live. I don't know why. "Sweet Love" is a favorite for a myriad of reasons. It's like the second song we hit my entire live performance career. Cannot do a live show without it. Got to have it. It gives me the energy I need. Certain songs just give it to you. Oh, geez. And what was it like recording compositions?
Yes.
It was like this setting right here. There weren't a lot of booths to separate us. The drums were separated. It was just like this forum right here. It was this close. We could touch.
It felt intimate when
it was live.
It was live.
It was
intimate. And the energy is there. I mean, for fairy tales, we just vamped until everybody got tired of playing. I mean, matter of fact, the end of the vamp is like Steve Ferrone going, "Can we stop playing now?" You know.
I didn't know. Well, but that's the magic of so many great records that were recorded.
Oh my goodness!
Because we don't have enough time to talk about what happens today that doesn't give us that result. And
it gets diluted. Yeah, it's like
yeah.
everything. It needs to be instant, and live is not instant. I mean, you get magic moments where you get exactly what you came for in a couple of seconds, but it's rare. It takes time, and I've been fortunate that I've never taken a dime to put in my pocket. My budget goes to my record.
Right. Well, I thought I was the only one crazy enough to do that.
Listen, but
I spent all the money.
You get it back, though. I think if you put it in there, if you invest it with the right,
no doubt. No, and that's the motivation anyway. What are we going to do with the money? We'd put it back anyway.
Yeah, man.
You know? That's what it's about. Well, listen, now come on. Listen, I feel like I'm down we're hanging out at a club downtown.
We are.
I'm getting advice from Anita. Yeah, man.
You should take it.
Come on. Hey, come on. I don't mind. I've done that twice, taking advice. The towel on the head, I got that from you. I never did that prior to talking with you. Hey, come on. Tell us about Sarah Vaughan. Am I the only one that hears Sarah Vaughan in your singing? I can't be.
You know what? That's a compliment. That's way up there in the stratosphere. I appreciate it.
She's I love her.
She's goddess.
Yeah.
Her photo is on my piano. And she was just always playing in my house with Nancy Wilson and like Mahalia Jackson. And my voice has been this deep since I was like 12. So I really felt like a misfit, and then I could hear her like swooping from the low contraltos up to first soprano.
Amazing,
and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not, a misfit.
Yeah. Well, it wound up in there because I hear it in the phrasing, and the very first time I ever heard Anita Baker,
I stole everything I could.
Well, that's what we do.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. And such a great musician. Listen, tell us about this amazing show and what it's like to come home. You're coming home. I mean, DTE Energy Music Theater. Yeah. Got to be fun. The cars will be parked for. Didn't you say
all the way back?
Cars will be parked for 16 miles.
Oh, she can put it on lockdown.
Yeah. People be getting there
I was in there.
Yeah, and
you were there last year?
Well, I was almost there.
Almost there, yeah.
See, and this is what I want to tell people. Please start early.
Get early.
Yeah.
Please. This is a all-day thing. Come into the township early. Have dinner there.
Yep.
Get a good parking space. If you don't have seats under the shed, come early so you can get a good space on the pavilion. But this is all day and all night. I mean, we make it worth your while. This is not some little hour-and-a-half choreographed show. This is spontaneous. We laugh together. We're singing together. There's about 13,000 people.
Wow.
Singing the chorus of Rapture. Okay, yeah. It's craziness.
Drink wine. Anita Palooza.
Come on.
Let's do it.
Come on.
This is it.
This is what we. I mean,
No, of course. No, seriously.
The summer shed seasons. This is what it's about. Outdoors.
Yeah.
And you can tailgate if you wanna. But it's a family show. We just like to keep it clean, people.
You got to be
Anita
kidding.
Baker. You got to start out early. You really do.
And do the boys come to the concert, to the Detroit concert?
Oh yeah, they come to these. They bring all their buds and they run around backstage like they own the joint.
Oh, of course. And do they listen at all at any point?
Oh, my oldest son is a drummer.
Oh, good. So he's checking out.
He doesn't act like he listens to what I do, but he's a drummer, so he's getting it from somewhere.
Well, but for him, that's Ma. It's
absolutely
not a star.
Absolutely.
And that's the way it should be.
Absolutely.